afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we've got Wave 2 of the officially licensed Transformers Auldey. I forget what the rest of it means there, the AAE. It'll come to me. Anyway, moving right along, this is the next set with Megatron and some other cool bots. So there's that. Alpha Action Elite, that's what it is. Haha, see, it did come to me. Okay, and it has Megatron on it, and it looks cool because this is, of course, the wave that has Megatron. Megatron! Alright. So, of course, these are from Japan, and these are meant to kind of be like a blind box, you know, in-store display. If I can get that open without destroying it. If you haven't watched my Wave 1 video on these guys, go ahead and watch it. If I remember, I'll put a link to it. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't even get that on camera. Oh, boo. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Kind of like how you buy baseball cards or something over here. Over in Japan, it's the Transformers, as it should be, right? I don't know. Why can't we have cool things here? So, all right, there are 6 mystery boxes. We know it's supposed to be Megatron, Evil Optimus, what's his name? Not Scourge, not Dead Optimus, Shattered Glass, I don't know. Skywarp, and the rest are, my brain ain't with it today, folks. Really, really sorry. I know Perceptor, Shrapnel, Bumblebee. Anyway, let's take a look at them, and we'll see for ourselves. So they all come in the same box. Box looks really cool. They remind me a lot of the old super collectible figures that they did in the early 2000s, which is also a blind box like this. Very similar kind of action figure. They didn't transform. These are at least posable. You couldn't really pose these too much. They're just little PVC figures. And maybe we'll do some comparisons here, possibly, if I remember. But it's very reminiscent of these things. If you remember these guys, you're a star. All right, so let's open one and let's get with it. All right. Try not to spend too much time on all these box openings because there's a lot to do. All right, and this opens up nicely. And here he goes. There's Black Optimus with here's a cool trading card. They all come with cool trading cards. Yeah, I like these. They're okay. Let's see. Alright, and of course he has some kind of accessory taped to the inside of the box. What could this be? I don't know. Is it like some extra hands or something? What is this? The Wave 1 had some Energon cubes like hidden in the box. No clue. Maybe it's like a replacement part, for an earlier one that sucks, and they had to do like a little, hey, sorry, that figure has sucky parts. Here's some replacement parts. I don't know. We'll figure that out. He comes with more stuff. It's like a cape. Looks like some Starscream coronation stuff. Okay, well, that's interesting. We'll put this aside to look at here in a second. All right, and all the stuff just falls out, as it does when you're my age. All right, put this back in here for now. Okay, and he looks cool. He looks very good. Just like Optimus in the first wave. He may even feel better. He may even be a little tighter jointed, but Yeah, it's not shattered glass. Gosh, what is it? I can't. Golly, it's escaping me. I feel so dumb right now. Don't kill me in the comments. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But just like the other Optimus, his little head, his ears, things move. He's so super articulated, and you know it's kind of cool what they did here. There's no like little waist flaps like a lot of Masterpiece figures do. Just like the leg kind of comes down and then bends. Maybe not all the way, but it's clever. You know, it's cool. You know, you get your feet rockers. A lot of articulation in the feet, believe it or not. So, really looks good. It's just killing me. I can't think of the dude's name. And it comes with a cool little sword there. All kinds of extra hands. And, of course, his Optimus Pew Pew, which is sadly kind of waffly on one side for some reason. I don't know why. So, anyway, let's take a look at the rest of the guys. Okay, and here's the next one. And before I forget to correct myself, Nemesis Prime is this guy's name. So, my bad. I couldn't think of it. Nemesis Prime. I knew it would come to me. All right, and the next one is a 2-pack. And guess who it is? Bumblebee and Shrapnel. These trading cards are okay. But wowee, just look at that stuff that I don't want to just fall all willy-nilly all over the place. I think scale-wise, the Insecticons are supposed to be a little bigger than the Autobot mini cars, but that's fine. I got no problem with that. Again, they come with so much stuff. Let's take Shrapnel out first. And he doesn't have his whatchamadoodles on, but dude, he looks good. He looks good. I love when you can just make a bot that doesn't have to transform, so you can actually make it the way it's supposed to look. I know that sounds crazy and counterintuitive, but the real ones know what I mean. Okay, so, and he's got all his little stuff and things on there, like any good Shrapnel should. However, he doesn't have his Mickey Mouse ears on, so let's put those on him. And how's it? Okay, I get it. That goes in here. Oh, the tight. There we go. Kind of scary there for a second. A little tight like a tiger. All right, I'll get the other one on here. And he looks good, dude. He looks good. Of course, he's not Shrapnel without his big, ridiculous shoulder horns or whatever. And he also comes with a gun. And, oh my gosh, I forgot. We get a Ravage. Look at that guy, would you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going all out of focus here. He's a little guy. Let's see. There we go. Dude, he looks good. Ravage. I love getting a Ravage that looks good. I know that's not a very articulate way to say that, but you don't get many Ravages that, you know, actually look like they did in the cartoon. Like, even the Fans Toys one looks goofy to me for some reason. They're always too flimsy, but he has articulation. He has, wow. Okay. Does he have, no, all right. Still pretty good articulation for a little tiny guy. He's tinier than, I guess he's about the same size as the, like, Legends scale Ravage. But this one, he just looks way better because he doesn't have to turn into a little flat rectangle. Got his little booty rockets there that can come off if that's something you want to take off and lose. Got his Decepticon symbol on there. So tiny, but it's there. He's got red eyes. All right, that's enough of my Ravage appreciation post. We'll get to that little guy that so many people seem to think is the main character of the Transformers, that I never thought that, but powers that be disagree. Anyway, yeah, it looks good. Bumblebee. my man, Bumble, as they call him over in Japan. And dude is so articulated. He's like a really good Legends figure without all the ugly little, breakups in the sculpt. Very posable. Probably way more posability than I will care about. This little back tire thing, maybe a separate piece, just plugs right in. Maybe if I line it up right, it will. Still, maybe. Okay, so we'll come back to that. I'm sure it's fine. And he comes with his classic pew pew. And he can hold just fine. Yeah, okay. I'm impressed. Bumblebee. Kind of glad that they waited till the second wave to release this guy, so all the bumbleheads out there can look forward to having Bumblebee finally. Oh, his head is like very articulated. That's nice. You get all kinds of movement out of this fella. That is great. Dude, he looks so good. It's nice to have a wee proper Bumblebee. And I guess Shrapnel is a little bigger than it. That's about right. Wouldn't you say? Yeah. And Ravage, yeah. That is probably a great deal too. If you're gonna get these kind of box by box, it'd be a great deal getting 3 bots in one. And there's his blaster. Looks good. So there we go. Bumblebee, Shrapnel, and Ravage. It was funny. I was looking at Transformers in some shop at Disney where they had them, and it was like the old, whatever the main line was, where they put out the Insecticons, and they lost the rights like idiots, and they had to call him like, what did they call him? Something else. It wasn't Shrapnel. It was like, I don't know, but I was like, hey, they spelled Shrapnel wrong, and a guy next to me corrected me, no, it's do-do-do-do, and I'm like, okay, clearly you're not a Transformers fan, or you would be like, of course it's Shrapnel. It doesn't matter what Hasbro's fake name is. He's obviously Shrapnel. Anywho, there these guys are, and on to the next one. And the next one up on deck is Megatron. Oh yeah, the mighty Megatron. And of course he comes with a cool trading card. It'll probably hurt your eyes if you squint too much at it. And let me get him out of here without dropping all his stuff everywhere. Oh, he comes with an Energon cube. Cool. Getting a pretty good little collection of these Energon cubes going on. Oops, got some stuff over here. Alright. Yeah, these Energon cubes, they're pretty cool. They're a little more kind of see-through than, they're a little translucent sort of, although it's not showing up on camera. They kind of, I don't know, they look like a cross between a Starburst and a little game piece, but it's kind of showing up. You can kind of see some light there somehow for some reason. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's a cube at the end of the day. And more stuff. What is this? More little joints for something? I'm confused. I'm sure somebody knows what that is. I haven't discovered it yet. But yeah, they look just like the ones that came with Nemesis Prime. So, over here they go. And there's Energon Cube. And of course, Megatron, being the diabolical Decepticon leader that he is, I'm sure he comes with a bunch of stuff and things. Let's see, just kind of. Alright, well, not a whole lot of stuff. He comes with some hands. Because you mess with Megatron, you're going to get these hands. And he comes with his fusion cannon, of course. And let's see, it comes with an alternate face. Gosh darn. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? There we go. It's like a Alright, so anyway, enough of that. Okay. So here is Megatron. So hands, extra face, you get it. I'm going to leave the just kind of plain face on for now. He looks a lot better than I thought he would. And some of the pictures of him, he looks kind of weird. Can't really put my finger on why, but kind of very similar articulation to Optimus Prime. He does have those side flaps that go up, which is cool. Way more articulation than I'm gonna ever need. Way more, a lot more detail than I expected. That's nice. You know, I mean, I like them looking like the Toon, but you know, when there is detail in the Toon, you just don't always, you're not always meant to see it. But man, he looks good. Let's see, the little side cannon. Looks like it moves. Looks like it goes down this way for some reason. Well, that's fine. You know, looks nice and clean. You know, no kibble on a bot that doesn't need to transform. Fusion cannon looks nice. It's very fusiony. And it goes into his forearm, which, yeah, that's right. So, there he is, Megatron. Very cool. Yeah, he looks way better than I thought. And, you know, I didn't realize these guys were officially licensed by Takara. So, of course, they come with the faction symbol already on. I don't have to, like, poke around and hurt my fingernails and my eyes trying to use the Ripper labels ones, which are very nice, don't get me wrong, but you know, if that bad boy already comes equipped with what side he's on, I'm a happy camper. So yep, I'm very pleased with Megatron. Looks great. And let's see who is next. Sorry to bore you with all the unboxing, but it's kind of fun of it, right? Maybe. I think it's fun. Not really all sure who you're gonna get with these guys. You know, I got a Chase figure with the last wave I got. So who's this gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be my boy Skywarp, and I'm glad we got Skywarp, one of my favorite Decepticon henchmen, who could have just been accidentally revived by Teletran 1 and just ran off on his own, but he had the good sense to revive Megatron. That's good. Soldiers follow orders. Alright. And he's got his wings in here. Which, you know, that's cool. They look nice. You know. Some people are always wondering, like, why the Decepticon symbol is upside down like that. It just is. That's just the way they drew it in the cartoon. That's fine with me. You get one on the back, too. So that's nice. Let's see if he comes with anything else in here. Of course, he comes with a lot of hands, and, you know, and he's basically just like the other Seekers, of course, which is a great mold, by the way. There's been, you know, a lot of offerings over the years of different Seekers that don't transform, and it's always hard to get them to look good for the ones that transform, but you would think it'd be easier to make them look good if they don't have to transform, and he doesn't have to transform, so he looks good. And there's his wings, and he comes with a nice, beautiful purple splotch of hands, and I don't know if all the Seekers technically had null rays. I know they call Starscreams that, but I just think they're supposed to be regular blasters because, you know, Skywarp had one of the arguably most powerful powers of all the, you know, not wave, but like season 1 superheroes, as I call them, because they all had like a special ability, you know, like a mutant power. Like Skywarp was basically the Nightcrawler of the Decepticons. You know, he could transport or teleport rather from short distance to short distance. And again, articulation, great, love it, dig it. There is Skywarp. Okay, we got 2 more to go. Trying not to be too long with this. So if it's not a Chase figure, we know at this point it's either going to be Perceptor, which it is. It's Perceptor. There he is, Mr. Know-It-All. who fusses with chips. Those little cards, cool, fine. I don't expect him to come with a lot. Maybe he's got an Energon cube or two in here. Nope, nothing. All right. And I've got so many different versions of Perceptor. I don't know why. He's just a good bot. Very cool Autobot. Why's his arm stiff? That's weird. Oh, it's backwards. That's why. There we go. Oh no, his arm. Does he have 2 left arms? Oh no. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Shoot. Well, I'll have to fix that. He's got 2 left arms, for crying out loud. Oh no. Maybe I can take it apart and turn it around. There's got to be a way to do that, right? Let's see. Okay, this little dial comes off. That's cool. I don't want to break him. Okay, so I guess I got to take that pin out. Golly. You know, you think everything's going good, and that's kind of hilarious, actually. Let's take a good look at him. He looks good, man. Really good looking Perceptor. Sans incorrect forearm. Boo. And of course we got to put his little microscope thing on him. It just goes on here like so. There he is. Does he do anything else now? Alright, there he is. And he comes with some hands. And his blaster. It's very nice. Very perceptory. Alright, one more to go. Okay, last but far from least. If this isn't a chase figure, we know it's gonna be Elita-One, right? And it is. There's the old gal. With a proper set of Energon cubes. And there's her card. Looks nice. Alright. Let's get her out of here. Let's see, anything glued to the inside? Nope. Nope, no extra stuff. Alright. So, RC had some Energon cubes. Very similar to Elita-One, but they were like a little bag on the inside of the box. Yeah. Not that I'm going to keep these or anything, but I do like them in there like that better. I think that looks nice to see them, you know. Especially if you're going to keep them in the box, but I am not. Alright, let's get this out of here. What is this? She comes with a little, I don't know what. Who knows? A little reflective, stickery sheet for something that eludes me right now. I guess maybe I'll figure it out at some point. And she looks good, you know. This is my first proper Elita-One, I'm going to say, because no third-party company wants to make her, and the Hasbro ones all suck, so, oh, interesting, the way they did her arms, they kind of come out a little so she can have that butterfly joint. Head looks good. Let's take a good look. Let's take a good look at her wee pretty head. Kind of get, you know, never really thought about this before, but kind of has some Wreck-Gar vibes, you know, like maybe this could be like motorcycle handles or something, but we know she turns into some kind of like Cybertron truck or something. I don't know what you'd call it, but you know, she was always supposed to be kind of the female version of Optimus Prime, so to speak. So, oops. What did I do? That was a hand. Sorry. Get that out there. And she comes with 4 Energon cubes, or just like that other one. And she is neat. I'm just tickled pink to have me a proper Elita-One. And of course, she has crazy articulation. And yep, very cool. All right, let's get the gang together. But before I do that, just real quick, show you what she comes with. A bunch of extra hands and 2 blasters, which are basically the same stuff that came with RC. So, very cool. But before I do that, here is all the goodies that came with Nemesis Prime. I'm not so sure what they're supposed to be about. They look very similar to like Coronation Starscream get up, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. I just want to show you what he comes with, if that's something you want to doodle with. And there they all are, Wave 2 of the Transformers Auldey. I love these guys. These guys feel not particularly sturdy. They're like a nice, and I do mean nice, model kit maybe put together, you know, very well by somebody that had more skill than me. They're painted nicely. The plastic is nice. Their sculpts are great. They come with so many cool accessories. Other than, you know, Perceptor having two left forearms, that kind of sucks, but the rest are just fantastic. Really impressed by the Ravage, just because, you know, the scale of him and everything. And Megatron looks a lot better than I thought he would, and it's great to have an Elita-One. Really no care to have a Nemesis Prime whatsoever, but whatever, it's a thing. So I kind of rather have Dead Prime from the movie. You know, he's all gray and beat up, but anyway, Bumblebee and Shrapnel, they look great. So let's get them together with Wave 1 real quick. And here they all are, all the Wave 1 and 2. And I'm very happy with all of them. Like I said in the last Auldey video, I did get a Chase Sunstorm, which is an amazing figure. However, it just leaves me on to my own devices to find a proper Auldey Starscream. But man, they all look good together. So far, so good. This line is just knocking it out of the park. And if you're like me, you just like the characters, you know, they don't, you know, the transformation is just kind of a bonus, sort of, kind of. So if you don't care about that, you just want them to look good and to have a good representation of a character just to fidget with, get these, man. These are great. And they're like basically what equates to like $10 a figure. So win-win, you know. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've watched it this far along, might as well go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe, because even if you didn't like this video, you might like the next one. We have new content every single day where we talk about Marvel, WWE, G.I. Joe, of course, Transformers, and all kinds of other fun stuff. And on behalf of me and Big Buddy Brad, we are going to throw one back. And until tomorrow, we will see ya.